Hello. Um. Yeah, now I'm online. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the MonsterCast. Here I am with the cast of Monster Compendium. Well, one of them. Two? Question mark. But anyway, announcing their characters in order because someone is late. Is our boy, Aidan the Best, voice of Just In Case. Okay. And the guest star, KW, voice of no one.
I'm here. How are you, everyone?
So now we don't have Aidan anymore. Now Aidan is missing. Never mind the other person that we're also missing. Anyway, if you don't know what we do here on the MonsterCast, I basically just work on Monster Compendium while everybody else shoots the shit in chat. Just
Is that Aidan?
Aidan, are you here?
Yes.
Yes, you've appeared from the abyss.
Yeah, yes.
Jacob still not arrived. He's still, like, nowhere to be found.
How dare he be dead?
He might be dead, but, you know, something, the show must go on.
Yes.
Share my entire screen. Not sharing system audio. Please excuse the mess. I am unprepared. You know, just a little bit of scuff to go along with our daily dose of cringe. We are doing backgrounds and trying to please work, tablet. If not, I'm gonna have to banish you to the Shadow Realm. You're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo. Anyway, is there anything you do want to awkwardly converse about until Jacob gets here?
So, the Spanish dub of Fallen Angels has been progressing.
Oh.
And I want to show a preview.
Yes.
Ooh. Preview.
Okay.
I forgot to. I opened the wrong thing.
What are you drawing right now?
There is a background I need for the mall.
Let's go to the mall.
You want to show a photo? Do you want to show it here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, don't mind me. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
I had screaming rock music.
That was Breakdown, the instrumental version that I found online.
Otra vez.
Sí, es solo que podemos evitar algunas muertes al menos. Podemos ayudar.
No podemos ir en contra de las moiras.
¿Por qué no?
Es nuestra misión. Además, ¿quiénes somos nosotros para decidir quién vive o quién muere? Hay que mantener el orden natural.
Es que me siento mal. Permitimos que mueran personas buenas y las malas a veces viven vidas felices sin consecuencias por lo que hicieron.
Para eso
I
sirve
have
la
no idea
vida.
what this is.
Supongo.
Ahora vámonos. Tenemos un trabajo que hacer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was
I
pretty
don't know
cool.
Spanish either, but yeah, no. I
Everybody
know.
else around us knows what the Spanish is, so we're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I somewhat remember this original scene from the thing, so I know what they're basically saying in it. Some of the words I can kind of pick out. I was like, that's the line we're on. So yes.
We can pick out some of the words, but other than that, I'm completely lost. Also, why are they so much smaller than the lockers behind them?
'Cause babies.
What?
'Cause
Okay,
they're babies.
because they are bibs.
They're the bebes. Bebbers.
Anyway, yeah, this is like a mall background. I have a picture of my Sona up on the screen, mostly so I could get the sizes of doorways right.
It makes sense. I like the gotcha models in the background, like you put.
Yeah, they're mostly just placeholder models. I stole the costumes of YouTubers to put on mannequins.
Where's Jacob's suit?
Jacob is canonical to this world. Why would I be selling his suit?
Yeah, true. It is just kind of a blue suit.
What? That's not the issue, Aidan. But I'm glad you think that is the issue.
Yes. Sure. Drawing.
Yes, artwork. Pencil to.
Are you gonna have any more, or should I put it away?
Everything okay?
Yes, everything is fine. Also, if you see me reach for an energy drink, don't mind that. I'm right now functioning on 0.2%.
We love a good old caffeine addiction.
I have the face pop. You see, the ironic thing is that I have a new favorite energy drink brand. You want to know what it's called?
What?
Ghost.
It was destiny.
The spirits have aligned.
Why did you actually go with the theming of ghosts, though? Like, what inspired that choice?
You see, that's actually a really long story. You see, it all started with DeviantArt.
DeviantArt.
And I just so happened to make a really terrible friend when I was younger.
Haven't we all?
How terrible we talking? I'm not free to disclose that information. But, boy howdy, was it not great for me. But when is it great for, like, anybody, really?
Yeah.
You? No. I didn't want to get rid of that, but thank you.
Alright, come on.
Yeah, my mom made chicken fingers, so.
Oh,
Ooh.
chicken fingers. Ooh.
Yes. Nummy nummy num nums.
Get the fingers inside of you. I did not mean it the way it was phrased.
I mean, yeah, I get it.
This stream was not supposed to be not supposed to have a high age range.
It's a stream with us. Of course, it's high age rating. I like the runic language.
Thank
that
you.
Exists.
It
Did
is-
you actually have write out the language, like write out the runic language?
Monster Compendium does have its own runic language, but this is not it. This is just placeholder text. As you can see, it spells Hot Topic.
My favorite. Emily's here in the chat. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Emily. Have you heard from Jacob? He's kind of disappeared into the
He's
abyss.
kind of in the ether.
He was supposed to be here, but he is gone.
Like my will to live. Yes.
Yes.
So what kind of colors are you thinking for the mall, though?
The standard mall colors, like white, gray, blue.
Idea for the mall. What if the mall has like a marble aesthetic to it?
That would be good.
Because I think that'd be a pretty cool aesthetic for a mall. Like it's all like this, like maybe ancient Greek-esque kind of marble aesthetic, ancient Rome kind of style.
Like that
Does
would...
he have? No, he's premiering a video, Emily. I thought so too, but then I look, it says, "Oh, premiering."
Yeah, no, that's a video. He wouldn't do a stream today.
Yeah, premieres at 5 p.m. or whatever time zone you're in. That's the time.
I'm pretty sure it's just the three of us who are hashtag Eastern Standard Club.
Yes. Or well, actually, no. Wait, KW's slightly different. I think she's like, crap. What is? I think she's like an hour or two behind us.
I'm Central Standard Time. I'm an hour behind you guys if you're Eastern.
Oh, in that case, you're Central.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
My mom just told me, "Hey, get your shower stuff ready." I'm like, "Okay, let me know when the shower is ready so I can just zoom in to take a shower." I'm stinky.
Stinky.
KW is a stinky woman.
Eh.
KW needs to be bathed. Am I making these shop fronts too big? That's a good question.
I don't think so. Question though, are you gonna actually like have the interior of each of these shops be drawn and actually be able to go into each of them? Like have each shop interior as its own background or two for when the characters go inside that shop?
Maybe.
Because what you could do is you could just draw one or two and just have the rest kind of just be window dressing.
Or, I can get actual pictures of the shop and use the smudge tool to just not make it look like a real photo.
Yeah. Ooh, you could do actual gotcha backgrounds and throw them in there. Put them behind glass. That's what I would do. Just go in gotcha and gotcha club. Plus, that way the background's already made. Also, don't forget to make a little bathroom area.
Oh, you're right. Instead of putting this...
We need a bathroom somewhere in this mall.
Yeah, and this isn't the only mall background either. I'm just, This is supposed to be like a wide shot angle.
I mean, it makes sense, then you like zoom in when it comes to certain stuff.
There's also supposed to be a shop we're gonna go into. I haven't decided which one. I'm thinking this one.
Emily asked, do you draw with your mouse or one of those cool pens?
Oh, I have one of those cool pens. I can actually hold up my tablet. Tablet. It is an XP Pen Deco 2.
And also, Emily, I hope your interview went well today.
Yes. We hope it went good.
Anyways, I'm going to eat chicken fingers. KW, watch the chat.
Oh God.
KW, it is now your job to impose yourself onto the chat.
Okay. Did you already answer this question? Do you draw with your mouse, Ghosty, or one of those cool pens?
Yes, I have already answered the question.
Okay.
I have a tablet.
Ooh, says Emily.
Like, it sounds fancy, but this thing doesn't work a whole 75% of the time. In fact, it's kind of useless. But anyway, I have bread on. Now I have bread now. Ah.
Oh no, Aidan, why did you about to disappear by the time my mom texted me, hey, go take a shower?
That's just the way Aidan is. Don't feel bad. Jacob's disappeared into the abyss. Ahri has died.
Okay. Alright, I'll be right back.
Go unstinkify yourself. Become clean. Detroit become clean. You know what? I'm going to put it. And I just put those on the incorrect layer. Get showered. I draw on my phone like a peasant. Actually, no. Like, drawing on a phone is actually pretty good. People make good arts on phone and tablets. I just have, lots of experience with a tablet and Fire Alpaca, even though Fire Alpaca can sometimes be kind of dumb. It's just having a good eye for the placement of things. Hey Emily, do you have a placeholder store name for us in chat? What is the placeholder name you have for us? Oh God. Oh, it's getting warm. It's starting to taste bad. Ooh, 50 wares. It's actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna... 50 wares. Okay. I did not mean to click that. I want to go here, please. Please, tablet, stop yelling at me. Stop yelling at me, tablet. I'm trying my best. would it be cheating if I just copy and paste this one storefront? Hello? Oh, thank goodness you're here, Jacob. Everybody else has left me.
Have I mentioned how much I don't like daylight savings and how they change at different times, depending on where you are? So then you think you're going to be arrived at 5 o'clock, and then do the same thing happened as last week. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. But hey, I'm here, and apparently Wes. That's the news for today.
The mutant girl cakes. It's red. That's so cool. Yeah. Thank goodness you're here, Jacob. Aiden has went to consume food, and KW has went to go take a shower, and Detroit become clean.
Well, at least I was already doing that before now. They just both decide out of nowhere, oh yeah, this is the thing I'm doing now. Wow, okay.
Yeah, both of them just kind of left. At least KW gave me some warning before leaving.
Oh, Aidan did his classic, so anyways, I'm going to have dinner now.
Yes!
Wow, okay. Is that before or after KW left?
Before KW left. Just like shortly before.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea. If he was planning to have dinner during the stream time, you'd think he would mention something to the
I told him he could leave. He's having chicken fingers. And before he left, I was like, yeah, go put those fingers inside of you.
I'm sure you did, yes. Okay.
I hate myself, Jacob.
Oh, that was one of those. Oh, you were talking about that last night, weren't we? How that was like, I'm not deliberate.
Yes.
Yeah. You're worse than I am in that regard. Like, I know that I say some things sometimes, but wow.
I didn't mean to say that. It just came out.
Yeah.
I didn't.
It came out and the fingers went in. Yes.
Jacob, you're late.
Yes,
yeah,
we know. We've already gone over that.
Oh.
Yeah. Also, why do you feel the need to tell me something that I already know? Like, even if we hadn't gone over it.
I'm roasting you anyways.
Oh yes, like the chicken fingers that you left the stream to go and consume.
Yes.
See, the tables can turn fairly quickly.
Nah.
Oh, how the turns.
Nah, I have been here since day one.
This is day one.
Day one? Actually,
Who's
no,
been
this is
faithful
day
as a
2.
nun?
This is technically day 2 of MonsterCast in general. But this is day 1 of this particular stream.
Well, guess who's back and who actually came late? Mr. Butter, how are you?
Both of you jumping on his ass. Stop.
Yeah, I love that. I have the excuse of getting the time wrong because of daylight savings. I don't know what you two just kind of left in the middle. You're still getting the
time wrong because of daylight savings? Wait. How?
He doesn't live in America, Aidan.
I know, but like
yeah, it hasn't changed over here to this at the same time. It hasn't done that yet. That's next week for us.
But it's been changed for like 2 weeks now, and you still haven't picked up.
Yes,
Aidan, what did I just say? What did I just say right now?
In America, in the United States.
In America! Yeah.
Oh, God. America. Welcome to America.
Mm-hmm.
F yeah.
So to clarify, that's going to happen next week for us.
Oh, that explains why you've been streaming at 6.
It does, yes. And no
I thought it was weird why you kept streaming at 6, but that makes more sense now.
Okay.
Yeah. Fucking idiot. You fucking brainlet.
Listen, I just thought
Aidan only mentions things when he thinks people already know them. Apparently.
I thought you knew. I thought this was like common knowledge. How am I supposed to?
Yes, Yes, the local American daylight savings is common knowledge across the rest of the world.
Well, okay, but you talk to a lot of Americans, so yeah.
Not about the time, usually.
Usually.
Usually. What do you mean? We talk about time all the time. Time.
I don't
I knew you
know.
were gonna
Actually, we don't talk about time all the time.
What do you mean we do? Totally.
Are
Yeah,
you
no, Aidan's
actually
just
joking, or are you being
No,
serious?
he's just expressing his affection for his favorite river in Egypt. Denial.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking in this case. Listen.
Yeah.
You best be joking.
America, F yeah.
I don't think Ghosty has an anti-swear rule, by the way.
Yeah, it's just your aura. Not you're here, the aura is activated.
Were you guys swearing before I showed up? Was that what happened?
A little bit.
I don't mind swearing. It is my stream after all.
Also, by the way, Emily's been on the screen the whole time. She hasn't gone away.
Oh yeah, no.
Just that one message has been there. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, Emily says you're late, mate. You left. Oh, you're late. I can't read. Okay.
You were trying to roast me, and then you realized it was actually directed towards you halfway through reading the sentence.
Yeah. I'm not good at. Listen, I'm not good at reading. I'm not. I'm not good at reading.
Yes.
We can say bad words. Yes, Emily, we can say bad words. You can say the naughty words.
My stream doesn't have an anti-swear policy. I don't care about being monetized. I just want to make content.
Wait, what is Pier's line? Where's my Google document? Ah!
Press Control F. That will help you.
Sorry, what do you mean?
I just have so many scripts, so it's like.
Do you need Kamai?
Don't worry, I found it.
Okay, I was like, I'm on the Kamai script right now, so I didn't. I was editing it.
Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Okay. After
did you actually click on season 1 remake?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Might be why you're missing a line.
Okay, he says that. Okay.
I'm missing a line. Yeah, season 1. You're missing the whole plot of season 2.
Anyway, there's like a food stand here. Does anyone have like a spoof name I can give it?
Wait, what is it a parody of?
Dookie Chew.
Okay.
That's not really a parody name of anything, if I'm honest.
That's fine.
It was quite literally born as a parody name of a bad I think it was like a bad energy bar or something. I forget the exact context. It was. I thought
Dookie Chew was just made like that because haha Dookie.
Well, that's why it's funny, but the reason it was created was because it was a parody. Capital C. Actually, that doesn't come up.
Oh my god. Emily says, I ate a Google DIC. I ate a Google C. DIC.
Oh, I think Dookie was IE as well.
Doc, not I guess dick, even though it's not actually how you spell it.
What?
Not the Google dick. I want to unalive, says Emily in the chat.
Microsoft.
There's like a toy company called Deke, isn't there? I think it's
Deke? But why would it have the E name? Why would it have the E sound? Because I just normally make an E sound. It'd be.
I think you know why a company spelled DIC would not want to pronounce their name with that.
Okay, yeah.
Especially if they're a toy company.
It's just one of those things where the pronunciation isn't what it would realistically be, but
Actually, that depends where they're from. Actually, now I think about it, because if they're because in a lot of countries, the letter I is pronounced as an E. In fact, whenever someone talks about E in Spanish, that is what they're referring to an I specifically.
I prefer E except
or why
after
they
C.
specify.
I agree, Emily. I do not want Google Dick either.
Microsoft bimbos.
Microsoft bimbos, yeah. It's an old classic.
Oh my god.
Also, Jacob, we need to start translating Fallen Angel Season 1 theme.
I love,
you do.
I love how you
You
keep
do.
saying we whenever you
Yeah.
yeah.
Look, okay, I try to help as much as I can. I like
Which
In what
isn't
way?
much.
I write when I can. I edit when I can, and I design characters when I can.
You're saying so essentially you're saying you write a script that has already been written when you can. You design characters that have already got designed and been filmed in a video when you can. Admittedly,
I mean,
the editing I will give you.
I was talking about like everything else, like everything else other than the Spanish dub. Like I try to help where I can.
Mm-hmm.
In
Like
everything.
Also,
where I feasibly can.
Also, I figured it out. It is in fact a company that's founded in France, which means that the I would be pronounced as an E, which now makes more sense.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, as opposed to the U.S. company Dick's Sporting Goods.
As opposed to in America.
America, fuck yeah.
There we go. Second time's the charm.
I'm
right now using Elder Futak Runes as the placeholder.
Oh my god, Emily put in the chat hashtag replace as young Zach VA, and in parentheses, I cannot speak Spanish, but not the point.
If we do a French dub, we'll let you know. Actually, Aidan, do you want to say who voices young Zach in the dub?
Oh, Prism.
Okay, yeah, I just want to step on your toes if you want.
No, I showed them scene 3 because because I don't think there's like gonna be any retakes in that one scene, so I just didn't because that's probably the most finalized.
Yeah,
version.
probably not. I considered getting some, but no. Yeah, the other one is way more important right now.
Yeah. Have you got any of those lines yet or no?
No, I forgot. I forgot to message Jester now that we bring up the subject.
Okay, you want to shoot a DM now?
I think so.
Slide into DMs.
Mm-hmm.
Can we have like a cookie crumble-esque place, or like a cookie store somewhere in the mall? I want a cookie store.
A cookie store?
A cookie shop or a bakery.
Yeah, sure. Just give me a second. I'm taking a look at my inspo pics.
Yeah, you can have a boba tea stand if you want another Meet and Go reference. Interesting enough, the Grim Jester has an English bio. I'm looking at some of the.
Well, okay, look, I found a lot of Spanish VAs on Casting Call Club under the bilingual tag.
Okay.
That's why I went for the bilingual people because I can't. Because how am I gonna ask them in Spanish? I can't speak Spanish. I mean, I'm all for getting like non-bilingual people, but you have to do the messaging in that case or make a message for me to send them because I
mean, I'm kind of about to do that now.
Yeah.
In
I
theory.
don't know what I'm saying. I'm like, me only know English help.
Yeah. Well, the way things seem to be shaking up for this Spanish dub is that I'm the director and you're the producer. It seems.
Me be sitting here when I just sit there syncing up a bunch of the dialogue to the visuals.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, I don't know of many gacha series that
have a dub.
Not that have it. Well, yeah, have a dub. Yes, that's kind of why we're doing this. But also, I don't know many ones that are directed by people other than the creator of the channel. The director and the producer are usually always the same person.
I mean, technically, when people produce dubs, it's made by a whole different team that dub it, with some input from the original creator normally.
I know, but I'm not talking about.
I know, but
dub specifically.
Yeah. There's a first time for everything.
Yeah. I need to check which lines done by somebody. Which ones I needed retakes for again.
I think you needed some of the current lines redone, and I don't know if you needed any of the lines
Well,
done.
that's like, that kind of explains everything. Some of the current line. What I did.
I said Kurt. Kurt.
Oh, Kurt. Okay. Yeah, I think in this scene it is just Kurt.
Yes.
I kind of missed the why not though, because like in season 3 we don't have the why not. I know it's kind of a cringe line read, but I love that line read.
Yeah,
it's goofy, but it works.
Yeah, Prism has gone out of her way to try and emulate like the exact inflections of every line. Which the only reason I needed a retake from her actually was because one of the inflections didn't make sense in Spanish. Not that she would have known that because she was so spot on from the original.
Yeah, which is like Prism's the only cast in the Spanish dub that's actually seen the original knows of the original besides you, obviously.
Oh, what, did you not explain to people that there was a dub of
No, well, they know it's a dub, but it's not like they have seen it and studied it.
Oh, okay.
I just sent them the script, so...
Alright.
That explains a lot.
Well, that's why it's different.
Again, you not giving everyone all of the information.
Well, I did give
Well, I mean, they have access to it. That's kind of... Yeah, at that point,
I
it's
mean,
mostly up to them to...
Maybe in the Spanish server, I'll put the original, like a playlist of season 1 in English. If anyone wants to check out the English version, I could do that. But it's like, it's not required. It's just much like all my VA projects. All you have to do is read the script. I mean, I'll worry about syncing the visuals up. If I have to, I'll put a different mouth on the character and like to make it match up more. If the emotion changes between line reads or is slightly different enough. That I could so I'm like, yeah, no, I need to change this around. Like, if I have to, I will do that. But I don't know. It would depend.
My inability to draw straight lines is actually a curse.
Oh. What? Well, Ghosty, do you do anything straight?
Why don't you use the rectangle tool? Just draw a very fine rectangle with the rectangle tool in Fire Alpaca.
Yeah, but oh god. There we go. This is just a rough sketch so I can get, a general layout, get a feel for where stuff is.
Oh, well then it should.
Also, in one of the store windows, Ghosty, can you make like an Adam plush?
Yeah, that's what I was kind of planning on doing already.
Yeah, because I think that'd be adorable. Making a little Adam plush that you put in the background of the mall where you just see it in the back.
It has the shirt has like a compartment so that you can tuck the wings underneath in disguise mode.
No, wait, no, the back has like a zipper, right? The back has a zipper that you can like unzip and then tuck the wings in, and then you can zip it up. Then you unzip the zipper, tuck out the wings, and bam.
That's like the big point of advertising, in like a children's toy advert, they'll just that's the thing they focus on the most, with like the sound effects and everything. Now with retractable wings.
I made the joke to Aidan in DMs that since Ulrich is a fan of Fallen Angels canonically, that he'd want to dress up as Adam, but everyone else around him would have a problem with that because, and I quote, Adam is a bright paragon of light, and you're a
abyss of darkness. But yeah, and also Emily, yes, I agree. I do want an Adam plush, but I also want a Morwenna plush. I want like plushes of Butterverse characters. I think it would be amazing. Just have plushes of them. I would collect all the plushes.
I need to collect them all.
Exactly. Listen, I want a Adam, Alana, Harvey plush, a Helen plush, a Zach plush.
Like, I don't want a Harvey plush, mostly because I think it would steal my wallet. Just like it stole my heart. Listen, anyway.
Like, I also think it'd be hilarious because then I could get the stuffed animals and actually play with them being like, hi, I'm Harvey. I like brownies. Oh my god.
Why are you giving Harvey a sexy voice?
Because I don't know. Because I don't voice.
Do you have the hots for the raccoon man?
Nah, it's just me.
Some people do.
Yeah,
What?
some
Also
do. Some
stuff
people
together.
actually like Harvey like that.
Unironically.
Yeah, which is fair, you know. Like I can see it. Not my type, but you know.
Apparently, I'm somebody else's type, but only when I sound like this. Those aren't for sale. Allow me to treat you to some human food.
But yeah, no, if I had
Okay.
plushes, like what I would probably do is like make adverts on my channel by like playing with them, being like, "Hey guys, check out the new Harvey plush," and then just get Jacob to record some lines like, "I want some brownies." Isn't he adorable? Help!
No.
I've been turned into a plush. This isn't the trip I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you silly Billy! Get in the box.
Give a
Throws
box.
him. Listen, it'd be amazing.
Anyway, self-insert for scale.
Yeah, you need that gotcha scaling.
Get over here, me.
You look so sad.
She's sad because she's being dragged around.
She's like, please let me go. Let me go.
Help!
Like-
Let me go. Help!
Also,
Yes. Where's the bathroom at, by the way?
on a different background.
Oh, good. Because like we need a restroom. We need the restroom.
I'm gonna make multiple backgrounds of the same place. It's not like I'm gonna make one background.
Nah, single background.
Why?
No.
I'm making my own custom backgrounds, Aidan. We don't
Yeah.
need to revert to caveman.
Yeah. Although my advice with when you make custom backgrounds, try to use them as much as humanly possible. Try to like, for example, with the mall background here, try to have try to have them either go in the mall during another episode or be in the mall and during at several points or maybe during a conflict of another episode, because you know you get more use out of the backgrounds you spent all the time working on. And that's pretty much what I did with your cabin background. Like whenever I get a chance to show the cabin, I'm just shoving it in. I'm putting in the shot, whether it's exterior or having the characters outside the cabin. I don't care.
Yeah,
I'm using the cabin background wherever I can.
for some reason, a lot of people think that cabin is a 3D object.
It isn't. It isn't. It's just a really well textured 2D object.
Like, I can show you how I made it.
You know, you should focus on the mall if you want.
No, actually, I can show you here. See? I'm making a box.
Making the box. Dun dun dun.
Oh, thank goodness he has. He doesn't have the friends only option on Discord. I can actually message him.
Yeah. I'm going to actually put an announcement in the server saying Jacob will message you guys for retakes. I was thinking about that. I'm like, probably should do that.
Grim Jess is going to be like, oh, by the way, yeah, this is going to happen.
Jacob will be messaging you all for retakes if needed. There. That way I don't give them a heart attack. That's so good. How you do it? How dare you be so good at art?
How do you do it? Streaming the entire process.
Yeah, but like it's
not
like
making
I try that. I try that all the time, and it doesn't go my way.
Do you want to make a background for the shooting range?
No.
I'm not making anything complex. It's just a fucking box.
Well, it's a trick. It's a look. It looks good. How dare it look good?
I can even
You're
shape
too talented. You're too talented.
Hold on, I can shape the edges of this box to make it look even more like a real object. Well, real in air quotes. Hold on. I got the shading a little scuffed. That's okay. We like some scuff with our random red box of shame. There we go. Aidan, take a look at this.
I'm looking. Wow, nice.
It's a box.
It's a box. It's a red, giant, evil box of death.
Oh, hold on. Are you saying this is an evil box? I have a
Just
solution.
draw a devil face on it. No, wait! What if you repurpose that into being a cereal box? Devil cereal.
Is this evil enough for you?
Yes. You should repurpose that to be a cereal box. Devil cereal. Oh yeah. Even cereal. Hello.
Jacob.
Huh?
Jacob.
Yeah.
Look.
What happened? Oh. Okay. Is Temmie from Undertale going through a phase?
It's not a phase, Mom.
Stop thinking, Mom. Anyway, that's enough of random red box time.
I've been listening to a song called Jenny. Jenny, darling, you're my best friend. That song, I've been listening to it.
Yeah, I know. Studio Killers
that
is
one.
a pretty good band.
It's so fun.
It's been a long time since I heard that song. I would play it, but copyright.
Yeah.
Uh,
I wanna ruin our friendship. We should be lovers instead.
this is why I'm not having you to do any singing during the Siren episode.
Oh, come on, that'd be fun.
It'd be fun.
I have a bias towards anything involving sirens and singing, obviously, but still.
You don't think it'd be fun?
Don't worry, you still shotgunned the main character of the Siren musical. So.
Okay, yeah, but question: am I ever gonna quit? No, not on my free will. I'll be dead. I'll be dead if I quit. Quote unquote.
Okay.
Or something tragic happened.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that would be tragic.
Something else tragic.
Okay.
Speaking of tragic,
My love life, or lack thereof.
it's not what I wanted to do or where I wanted to put that. Thank you. Could you stop? Anyway.
Hold on. I just see a button that says edit with Paint 3D. Why have I never heard of Paint 3D before?
I don't know what the heck is Paint 3D.
Well, I imagine it's exactly what it sounds like.
3D. Look at this new revelation.
Well, I don't
Modern
know. I never
technology.
heard of it.
Mm-hmm. The new Legend of Zelda game has just come out. Whoa! Check out those graphics.
What is it?
Mm-hmm.
What is it? It's 3D. Is it okay if I copy and paste a shop?
Yeah, 100%.
Especially since this is the placeholder, I guess I can cheat a little.
I mean, plus it would be smart if you copy and paste assets you made for the set. One, it keeps visual cohesion, not to mention it's less work for you to make each individual one.
Oh, I haven't made the trash cans yet. Oh, actually.
Of the trash cans! The demon trash cans!
The demon trash cans.
Listen.
Emily
Emily wants a Lilith plush. I agree, I do too. Will like a Lilith plush. She just sits there. I'm here to emotionally manipulate you. Cool. Buy this plush, or you. I don't know. What would Bill say? Crap. How would Lilith try to emotionally manipulate? Be like, help! I'm an innocent woman turned into a plush. Please save me from my plush existence.
Yes,
I need your help.
I need your help.
That's what she would do. I've been
No, I've fallen and I can't get up. I'm about to create another, not 3D object that people think is 3D. I have a strange talent for that, don't I? Hi, would you like an emotional attachment to this plush figure made of felt? Would you like to tell it all of your secrets? I promise it won't tell the government.
I promise there's not a microphone built into it.
That's creepy.
It's free. Just take it and tell everyone about it. Take it. Whisper your deepest, darkest secrets. Tell it if you committed tax fraud.
What is it going to do? Is it going to tell the IRS I've been a bad girl?
Exactly.
If it's anything like the truth box from Star vs. the Force of Evil, it might just try to exact a punishment of some kind.
God, it's like Chucky. Oh my god.
Truth or dare? Who has committed tax fraud?
Mm-hmm.
It would definitely be Jana.
Yeah. Listen, Jana loves tax fraud.
I don't know if she loves it, but statistically speaking.
What do you mean statistically?
Out of the people who were in that scene in the original episode, she would be the most likely.
To commit tax fraud?
Yes. How's that for a yearbook gag at some point?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
she like trading puppies as well.
I don't remember that specifically, but I don't see why not.
No way, it was golf balls. I was thinking of Gravity Falls when he had to help the guy smuggle pugs across the border. Uncle Stan.
Oh.
Yeah. It was a thing.
All right. I'll take your word for it. That's another one of my Disney Plus must catch up things on my list. That's kind of what I've been doing since it's like Christmas. It's like, hey, I'm gonna catch up on things that I have missed out on for several years, and people have constantly been talking about in one way or another.
Like, I wanted to do the same, but I don't know. I just got other things with I just got into other things like not committing tax fraud and being a good go for the U.S. government. That
That's
sounds
fair.
really bad now that I phrase it that way.
That's fair. It's been a real, you know, sanity help when it comes to Mutant Goal last week for sure.
What's wrong? We're not help enough for your sanity? Yeah, no, actually. We're not help at all. We are all insane.
Hmm.
Speaking of insane, the thumbnail.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you want to talk about the thumbnail? Okay. Yeah, I forgot. I forgot who me. Did somebody say clowning around?
God. If only KW was here.
Yeah, where did KW go? She hasn't spoken in a while.
I'm sure she's talking to her mom or something.
Okay. Yeah, that happened to me on the way here as well. My mum stopped me and like told me about several things, most of which I actually knew already. Some of which I was like, okay, make a decision about this at some point. But it's like, I mean, the timing of it. I'm about to go in here.
Yes, I know tablet, yes. My tablet keeps yelling at me.
Yeah. Also, by the way, Emily says she went to Lilith Plus like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, I said that earlier.
Oh, okay, yeah, I forgot because Ghosty said, "Oh yeah, finally someone will be able to pay attention to the chat since we're not all doing things," and then I immediately went and did something else.
Savage. Oh, it's okay.
Yeah. Turns out a lot of the different pronunciations was based on the fact that the Grim Jester is a Colombian. And so, yeah. The only reason I brought up some of them is because a lot of these. The words I needed redone sounded like other words, but like changed the meaning of it slightly. Interesting enough, "e" and "de" are not ones that I pointed out, or maybe I did. Let me just check that now. I'm curious. Yeah, maybe he is trying to concentrate on that. Yeah, that's a dangerous precedent. I don't want to bog people down with accent stuff if I can help it. So I said in the future I won't bother him with that stuff, but since I already mentioned it by now, you already agreed. In one of the plays that I saw in Madrid, there was a whole tangent about the fact that they wanted like a neutral Castilian accent is what you usually get for in classical theatre training. There's like a whole bit about using the actress's actual regional accent, even though she was supposed to be playing a different character. She was playing the director because it was an autobiographical thing, and then yeah, it was bizarre. All I wanted to do was see a play about a princess with in a magical flying castle going around the world. Was that too much to ask?
Apparently it is.
Yeah. But how is it relevant to the modern day? Who cares? Show it to us and we'll decide for ourselves. That's the thing about classic plays and stuff that gets me. It's like, you know, people saying, "Oh yeah, we need to adapt these certain things," you know, or here's the original context for, you know, why this was made, but why do we do this now? It's like, what? Are people really that stupid that they can't relate to something if they can't imagine themselves in the immediate moment with it? Like, what?
Some people, yes.
I feel like anyone who has watched and anime has to like at least be vaguely aware in the back of their heads of cultural differences and be aware that they exist in some
Nah.
form.
Well, I mean, okay, to be fair, that's just kind of a human thing. Like, I mean, I think pretty much everyone, when watching something, uses their own cultural background and cultural experiences and just assumes everyone else is the same regardless of where you're from. I just think that's just a people
If
thing.
if that were true, then people would not have to put so much effort into adapting them to suit what to suit those needs.
Yeah, well, some people care, some people don't care. But sometimes people forget when watching something, which also goes back to the idea of media literacy, in my opinion, being pretty much dead to a lot of people. Because, like, dang, you don't get media literacy at all.
Ah, yes, a typical American day in the land of Sailor Moon. Say, what are all those weird symbols on all of the billboards everywhere? What like that? Those not the letters that I know. When it's
Everyone,
that obvious, I feel like people have to realize, oh yes, this was made in Japan, literally.
I mean, it clearly wasn't obvious enough because I'm pretty sure they changed like Sailor Moon's actual name.
Well, that's localization, and that's when they're deliberately trying to make things more similar, which again means that they know that people will be at least confused for a time. They just didn't want people to learn from the experience.
I mean, I'm personally not a fan of when they change names in anime dubs. Like, even like the whole Ash to Satoshi thing, or well, Satoshi to Ash thing, I didn't like. Which honestly, I'm surprised with the new Pokemon anime that they didn't change Liko name to something else, like something like I don't know, Lily. Well, they already have Lily.
It's not as common a practice anymore.
Yeah, in the second most recent Pokemon anime during the Pokemon anime during Pokemon Journeys, they changed Kuharu to Chloe in the dub, which annoyed me.
I do remember that a lot of Pokemon names are based on puns, so on that level, I can kind of understand. You know, like Brock, for example, as the Rock type gym leader. You know, Lieutenant Surge, Electrical Surge. On that level, I can understand, but again, it's not as common a thing anymore, and clearly, Pokemon seems to be, from what you're telling me, easing off of that process.
Or at least with the newest Pokemon anime, but like the previous anime, which was only like ended only last year, literally did that with Kuharu, which annoyed me personally because like I was so used to hearing people when they were reviewing it before the dub came out calling her Kuharu, and then some of them had to switch over calling her Chloe because her name's Chloe in the American dub or English dub, or whatever. It's like
There's
no,
there was a joke about that in Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge, but then again, a lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge jokes were about localization to some degree.
Yeah. I mean, I also got annoyed on it because in that anime, keep in mind, the second main character is literally named Go. Oh, man. Yeah, Go is such a normal name, but Kuharu? What a freak name.
Again,
we must change that.
Aidan, I refer to you again to the idea of name puns in Pokemon.
I guess it's a name pun, but like it's still stupid. It's like
Name
listen.
puns.
We're talking about localization and weird name changes.
Oh.
Yeah, and how some names are localized because they're puns, like Brock or Surge or Go, as we mentioned here.
I didn't know Ash's name wasn't really Ash.
No, wait, actually, that's another good example. Ash Ketchum. That's what the pun is, you know, gotta catch them all.
I think I used to call him Ash Ketchup.
I feel like most people did. Honestly, yeah, even growing up in Spain, people said Ash Ketchup. You know, that's
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird that sometimes anime do that, but like it's only thing that I really generally don't like is like so Netflix made that live action Death Note movie. They changed so much of it that I just generally don't like change like Yagami's name to like Light I forgot. What was his name in the movie?
No, the changed name of the movie.
Yeah. Death Note Live.
Well, okay, while KW looks that up, I actually realize now there's some, a lot of like historical or mythological names end up getting changed and localized as well. Like any that and it works both ways because Aidan and I had this conversation when doing the Spanish dub of Fallen Angels that any names of like Sisyphus, for example, had to be changed to Sisyphus because that's what he's known as. But yeah, it works both ways. Like
I think that came up because like we were talking about the fates and stuff.
Yeah, historical figures like Anthony de Aragon, for example, being Catherine of Aragon, or King Philip II of Spain. What self-respecting Spanish king is named Philip? It's Felipe, obviously.
Okay, they changed it to Light Turner. But the reason why I have this issue...
Well, to be fair, he was white in the live-action Death Note. I think calling him White Yagami wouldn't work as well because he's not Asian.
Well, he can have Asian heritage and just not represent that physically.
I mean, we didn't see his mom, so his mom may be Asian, but we saw his dad, and his dad definitely was Asian. So
can I get an opinion on this trash can right quick?
I think it's
not too bad.
It's
not too bad, yeah.
I like it. It looks like a wheel trash can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think if we're going for like the bars, it might have a bit more shading to convey that because it seems like there's there'd be
maybe
darker,
round out the bars a little
lighter
bit
than.
Or something.
Yeah.
Well, if they're supposed to be indented, they'd be darker and not lighter than not that part, like the actual like the light gray. If that's meant to be indented, then it would be darker, not lighter. For the sun.
Wait, and you saw the live action movie?
I've seen clips and I know of it. I know what happens.
Okay.
It's one of those most like famous like controversies that Netflix has done.
Oh yeah, they changed. Like when I watched the trailer and saw what Elle was like, I was like, I was like, yeah, I'm not watching this because like one, Elle was never aggressive. I mean, sort of, but not aggressive as like you would see in the movie, and he didn't really reveal himself necessarily. Like, he's just a guy on a speaker. That's what everyone knows him as, except for when it's starting to get real dangerous in the anime. And then, like, he's also not black.
Yeah, well, Light isn't white, and Mika isn't white. What else? Who else isn't white? Well, actually, everyone. What am I saying? Everyone isn't white because... Japanese.
Yeah,
Japan.
I get it that they can make him like white like the anime, but he's not black.
I don't know. I just no, but like everyone is different, and like my old like. I mean, it's a very different story. I don't know. It's like one of those things where it's like, it's weird. I don't know. It's kind of extremely unnecessary though. I don't know why they made a lot of
the actual people who are in Japan actually did a lot better doing a live action adaptation than what we Americans did.
Well, of course they did a better one because they made it originally. So, I mean, unless it was like there are very few cases where the original character gets involved and makes worse choices, which sometimes that happens in some adaptations where it's like the original creators involved, but then the creator's like, oh, you should do this, this, and this, like, but that goes against what the original story was and what it seems the original was. I don't care, I changed mine. I want to do this now. It's like, okay, it makes it worse though, and that's fine.
It's fine.
But I mean, adaptations are tricky, anyways. Although adaptations can be kind of messy. You need to have like it be similar enough to the original where it's like you get it, but it can't be too similar because then it's like why watch the original? But it also can't be too different from the original. But it also can't be too different because then it's like okay, why isn't this just something else entirely?
Yeah.
How does that look? I
think that looks good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm messaging Maya because I just realized that I had a premiere still going on, and I completely forgot about it. And then Maya just went, "Hey, can I join?" Thinking it was a stream. I was like, "Yeah, sorry, this is a pre-recording. I'm on Ghosties."
Like, I'd offer for Maya to join this one, but I'm unsure. Like, is it funny that I'm doing essentially a reverse adaptation? Monster Compendium is from a different world with a different language. But it's English, TM. Stop it. Get some help. I don't know, I just think that's funny. Trash can. Anyway.
So is the idea for this background that we're going to? Oh, I see. Yeah, you've got someone for scale. I was going to say like the different like floors and different parts of whichever scene.
There's like 2 floors, and I'm using this random Sona picture for scaling.
How long are they at the mall, anyways? I forget.
I mean, they can always return if they.
I know. I mean, how long are they at the mall in the episode?
How long are they at the mall in the episode?
Or is it during a montage? I forget.
Several hours. Like, canonically, they're at the mall for like several hours. There's a shopping montage in which Sue is literally dragging Ulrich around because she hates his wardrobe and she wants to reinvent his image.
Is that stores above them, by the way? Or is there stores on an? Is this a 3-store mall? 3-story mall?
No, it's a 2-story. These are supposed to be windows up here to the outside.
Oh, okay. I was kind of confused because like it's kind of hard to tell from the.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell because it's not shaded. If you look at my inspo pic right here, this is kind of what I'm going for.
Nice.
There's like supposed to be pillars.
You should put some plants around too.
Like, probably. It just depends on what the final sketch looks like. Speaking of, now that we have all of these shops in order, hold on. Oh, you're actually doing something miraculous related.
Yeah, I think that was from a while ago, though.
Yes, it was. Yeah, that was filmed in 2021.
Why did?
So what happened was
yeah.
At one point I was scrolling through Gacha Tube, and they happened to have uploaded a video that was called Stoneheart. I had no idea who Stoneheart was at the time. So to me it was like, oh wow, there's this actual live 2D animation of this, this giant rock monster. That's a very cool concept and such. It was a trailer for episode 3, which meant there were already 2 to begin with. Turns out, not yes, but also no. At the time, the series was called Wonder Gacha, named after the superhero main character of the same name. And the first episode of Wonder Gacha has nothing to do with anything, and is just essentially the intro to the character. She stops a bank robber by breaking every bone in her arm and stretching in the most unnatural way you've ever seen in your life. Then kind of goes back and then saves somebody from doing the same thing they did in the opening of The Incredibles. Yeah, that was the cliffhanger for the episode. So, you think, okay, rough around the edges, but a superhero concept. We see actual combat, live 2D for 2021. This is, pretty decent. So the next episode, Ladybug shows up.
What?
And and because it was 2021, I had only seen one single episode of the series. So So while I was there trying to ask, like basic questions, Aidan and Shorty were freaking out about the complete and utter character assassination. And just,
You had no context?
yeah, I didn't have, I had some context. I'd seen like one episode, but yeah, even that, it was like, hey, does she have 2 yo-yos? No, that's an animation mistake. Never mind. It ended up being like that. And I think, I'm trying to remember if I actually did do a video of the actual Stunner episode 3 or not. I was going to say to you as eventually, Aidan, that I might want to grab you and Shorty for that to, bring the old gang back together, potentially Quadzi as well, who came towards the end, and finally finish what we started now that I have the complete and full context.
Yeah, I mean, you'll get why that is like thing. Like, even though Miraculous, I think is very flawed, and I don't really care for as much. Even I remember one that got you. Even that butchered Miraculous.
Yeah, you jumped to its defense in every conceivable way. You did say, some of the actual negatives that some of the characters had, but they were not the same ones that were being presented.
Yeah.
Like, Ladybug would never call someone a stupid girl for, trying to end their own life, for example.
Yeah, just like, it's like, what? No, that's horrible. Also, that wouldn't even work in real life. That would just make someone worse and do it faster. Or try to do it later, depending on if they got physically stopped.
Yeah, you did kind of get the impression that, eventually I think it was Wondergacha themselves that said to the person,
Stop it, get some help.
Get some help. He's not worth it, because it was all about like heartbreak at the time. That's the reason that she did it, essentially. She got her heart broken and decided that it was not worth it anymore. And
is dumb.
Then eventually chased after Ladybug, as if, even though Ladybug was the one who got there first, which, bear in mind, the one who can't fly managed to get down to the person who was falling first. I don't know how that works. But yeah, Ladybug leaves Spider-Man style, because of course.
Technically she does that in the show.
She doesn't run up a wall.
Sort of.
Well, I think at the time when that happened, I just edited this today, Shorty just yelled out, "She isn't Spider-Man!" But yeah, so after that, and then Wondergacha for some reason interprets whatever happened to be, Ladybug's a threat. So ends up chasing off. That's why the episode's called Friend or Enemy, because for some reason just seems to hate her for no reason. I don't know why.
My question is, why is Ladybug here?
That is a very good question, because it started off as a completely original series. I kind of seems like maybe if I had to guess, the creator probably was inspired by Miraculous to some degree, but then didn't come up with like any original superhero ideas beyond the first episode, and decided like, hey, I'm just gonna make a crossover series now.
It's like,
and that was that.
I could think of original heroes, or
yeah, exactly. And then and then eventually Adrian also shows up. That's
Adrian.
That one did not go down any better.
Are we talking Adrian or Chat Noir?
Oh no, Adrian. Shorty was complaining about the fact that Cat Noir wasn't around.
Yeah, that's kind of the show.
Well, I mean, they don't always they don't start off in the same place. So it is feasible in universe that one would reach a person before the other, and if it's just one person being saved, then what, so be it. But yeah, he just kind of seemed to be doing his thing, and then eventually decided to tried to flirt with like the civilian form of the main character.
I'm pretty sure there's a love triangle. What I remember.
There was a lot of that was being built up, but we didn't get that far. But it was implied. It was
how do you know?
At some point. Yeah, again, maybe that happened in episode 3, because also predictably, the main character 1 meets Marionette.
And it's probably got deleted from YouTube.
Actually, no. The episode 3 is still there.
Oh.
I did check. Yeah,
I was
there
about to
was
be
no
like-
other episode after that. It was going to become a voice acted series. There was an advert for episode 4, but then nothing happened with that.
No one to voice Marinette calling someone a stupid girl for killing themselves.
Well, that was episode 2. I have to repeat the same line again. I hope.
No, Marinette's thing is like she just shames everyone who has those kind of issues, being like, "You're so stupid."
Oh
That's just a trope in this universe now.
I'm thinking of that one episode where she was bewitched to only have the emotion of anger. And even then, she was trying to be as nice as possible while realizing, like, I am very angry, but I know it's not your fault. I know I'm under the spell. Don't remind me. Let's go.
Yeah, I do like that episode. I think it's kind of funny.
Oh, yeah.
Just seeing super angry Marinette. Like she's.
I had to switch to English just so I could hear her say "Get lost, little butterfly" in multiple languages.
Get lost, little. She's so angry when she does that too. It's like, "Get lost, little butterfly." When she says all that.
See, that's how you do angry Marinette, not stupid girl or whatever.
But even then, that was her under a spell. That wasn't actually. She wouldn't normally act like that.
Exactly, which was like the main thing that you two both said. Is like, hey, is this like a normal thing? It's like, no. Okay.
Wait, did the Spanish VA sound super angry too?
Oh yes.
Good.
Well, it is the episode based around Marinette being bewitched to be angry, so if she wasn't angry, I would be disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah, although as Aidan can attest to, sometimes you do get different deliveries when you're trying to do a dub of a show, but the professionals have got this, and they're aware. They're aware.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, at some point I'll go into the differences between the different versions. Because some of the time I would switch between a couple, just to see like, how did they translate that one?
I just thought of something terrible.
Yeah.
You know how you pointed out that people use their own experiences as a reference? People watching Monster Compendium, all of the backgrounds look normal except it's a different language.
Yeah.
What?
Is that an experience that you have had?
But it'll be funny.
Oh, okay. It's gonna be like my Sailor Moon joke from earlier.
Sailor Moon.
Some dubs actually like go into edit the animation a little bit to actually write down actual text, like text in whatever language you're translating sometimes.
I know you mentioned that earlier. That's another localization technique that they can sometimes do. Whereas used to take a lot more effort. That required getting out digital paint, to like go over individual frames. Nowadays, I know how to do that. Although in Spanish dubs, it's more common to see like just caption subtitles underneath something. Or voiceover, it depends. In SpongeBob, they do voiceover a lot, but they just keep all the text in English. The narrator gets a lot more to do in that show. And also doesn't have a French accent. Which is definitely a downgrade in this case, but
I don't know why the English narrator for SpongeBob has a French accent.
Yeah, because well, I mean, the character name is Frenchie that we see later. I don't remember ever seeing any episodes featuring like the actual character of Frenchie, but I wonder what they would have done at that point.
I wonder too.
That's something I'll have to investigate some other time.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes. Hello.
Hello. Why are we saying hello?
I don't know.
I think Aidan had to do a mic test or something.
Yeah, I don't. I was muted for a second. I don't know why though. I don't remember muting. How long have I not been talking?
Not that long. I just kind of got my sentence out about Frenchie, the narrator of
Yeah.
SpongeBob.
But yeah, no. But like what? But like, there's a series called Kami Can't Communicate. That
Comey can't communicate.
oh.
Maybe
Say
that
again?
maybe it's localized to Commie.
I don't know. Maybe I'm probably mispronouncing it, but like she talks on it, like she can't really speak much or really speak out loud because she's super shy. So she would write on a chalkboard, but in the localization, instead of going over to animation and actually putting putting in real text, they just literally went into like an editing software and just popped text under that thing. It's like that kind of ruins the whole scene itself, because the whole point is she's writing out her stuff, and I can't even read it properly because it looks so messy with little text that you put on the screen, and like the fact that
Yeah, I was talking about this earlier. That's more common to see in Spanish dubs, except for SpongeBob where they do voiceover. But oh, and Code Lyoko actually, they do voiceover in Code Lyoko for certain things. But yeah, most of the time, that's what you would see. It's only really annoying to me when it comes to like scenes featuring group chats and text messages. Like just have like an entire chat forum and then just text just like on top of it. It's like I don't have enough time to read either of these, even if I could read Japanese. I thought you were going to say that that Comey's like internal voice sounds like Frenchie from SpongeBob or something. Japanese high school.
I do like the attempt. Comey can't communicate, having a character with social anxiety. Also, that's
Well, it's the entire premise of the show, so if they get that one wrong...
I mean, the thing is, I do like Kami Can't Communicate. It's just the fact that when it comes to the dub, the fact that the localizers don't go in and actually either A, find a good way to subtitle it, or B, get rid of all the text that was written there and like put text whatever they're localizing it to. It's just like that's kind of like the driving force of the story. Like that's the main point of the story.
Like, I don't know. There is this one scene in the dub where it's like, when people have social anxiety, also known as social phobia, they cannot approach other people when they're talking to other people because they're jealous. And I'm like, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
I know, because I have social phobia. I just try my best to do within my means.
You know what? Actually, I just remember there's another anime that's that has the exact same problem. Fortunately, it's not for the main character. Has anyone heard of the show Ranma Half or Ranma 1/2? I'm not sure I would say that necessarily.
No, I'm not sure.
Nah, I haven't heard of it.
Okay. So there's a character. It's the main character's father, who at one point, so in the past fell into this lake where a panda, several like 100 years ago drowned, and so anyone who falls into that lake gets turned into a panda whenever they get wet, or like with cold water specifically. Warm water is the antidote. And so for whenever this character is has to speak in panda form, you just see he will hold up signs. But the thing is, of course, the signs just like that's it, done. So there's no time for anything.
There's no time.
Yeah, so they do caption sometimes, but that's why I would have preferred the voiceover if they did it for that one. But yeah, guess it didn't occur to them.
That is like the main flaw with the dubs and localization. Sometimes it just misses the mark and doesn't do its job too effectively.
Yeah, I mean, at least in this case, it's not the main character. The main character also has a has the same curse and affliction because he was in combat with his dad at one point. It was a training exercise that they were doing in China, and he fell into a lake where a girl drowned, so he transformed into a girl when he gets there, and that's kind of the premise of the show. But the girl can speak Japan English or Japa Spanish in my case, so I only be learning of the Japan English. I still need to show you Pokemon Bridge, don't I?
Oh no, I've seen Pokemon Abridged.
Oh, okay, yes. Well, there you go.
You showed me Pokemon Abridged.
Yeah, I knew I had to still show it to someone. I think that might have been KW, actually. I had to show it to.
Maybe?
Pokemon Bridge. I still have to show that to you, don't I?
Yeah, I haven't seen any abridged stuff.
Jacob, I hate this right now. You know why? I'm editing a scene for this, but I'm being super meticulous, and when I get super meticulous, sometimes I start feeling weird. Like, I have to be very calm with my movements, and I have to do little small movements to make sure everything lines up well, and then it makes me feel weird.
Oh no, I understand that. I get like that with music girl stuff too. That's why, but guess what? That's why Control Z is so good.
Yeah, but it's it's hard, making it hard to finish thinking up this one character, and then I gotta think up another character.
Oh, boo-hoo! You can be meticulous for once in your goddamn life.
I'm meticulous. Listen, okay.
I've seen how you name your files, Aidan.
File exporting. I'm in my editor. I'm editing.
I know, but it's not naming your files the appropriate things part of. You know what? Never mind.
It depends. I guess if you're importing the file immediately, then you might not need to.
Yeah.
It's when you send it to somebody else that sometimes it ends up with issues.
Well, I expect you to download it almost immediately when I send you a file.
Sometimes, nowadays I have
rename it as well.
Yeah, nowadays I have enough space, but yeah, sometimes I'm just like, okay, I need to keep this here now because I am actively working on something else.
Ghosty, idea. You make all the windows greens. You make all the windows green screens, so you can put a sky behind them, like a moving sky.
What do you think I'm planning on doing?
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't invent that, Aidan, as much as I would love to say.
It's like, oh wow, I have sky view windows. What could these windows possibly be looking at? It couldn't be the beach pigeons.
Listen, we want some beach pigeons, okay?
Don't.
Just throw beach pigeons in a scene.
No.
The Siren episode has beach pigeons everywhere. And you'll start crying at that point, like, no, not the beach pigeons.
Oh yes, they finally go to the resort that's been talked about that nobody wants to go to except the zoo. Beach pigeons.
Beach pigeons.
If I hand you a scene from that episode and you actually put beach pigeons,
I don't have the beach pigeons. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, don't. Okay. I mean, you can find them. It's
Where'd you find the beach pigeons?
Free pick.
Oh. Wait, there's animated beach pigeons on Free Pick?
I don't know if they're animated ones, but you could definitely search up the word pigeon and just have them hop around a bit, add some sound effects.
Tweet, tweet. I do actually want to probably get a seagull, or have a seagull in a beach scene.
Wow, what a novel concept!
Listen, okay, it's unnecessary details, but details I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Aidan, you see what I'm doing right now. I'm the master of unnecessary details.
Yes. You know what? Wait, Justin goes to the beach and starts naming the pigeons, but then steals one and puts it in the pocket dimension. He's like, "Ooh, a pigeon!" It's like, "Oh, where did the pigeon go?"
Yeah.
And just several episodes later, he's trying to throw stuff at someone to stop them from charging at him, and he actually throws the pigeon at him, like ah,
No, my son!
like ah.
Where'd that come from?
Like, listen, that'd be hilarious. Pigeon attack! Oh! Face the pigeon fury.
Sounds like a spell from Star's wand.
I want to like eventually add like blue jays to stuff like that, because I think I don't know if it's just my mom's favorite bird or my grandma's favorite bird, but interesting stories that before my great grandma passed away, in our area we never had blue jays at all, and so when my great grandma passed away, we were starting to get blue jays.
Oh yeah, I think you mentioned that. Yeah.
Yeah, and so my mom always think that is a sign that our great grandmother and her grandma basically is watching over us because of the blue jays.
Yeah, just send them over. Why not?
I mean, it's better than getting haunted, I think.
I don't know. I mean, yeah.
If you've got to be haunted by the pigeons, yeah, it depends.
I don't know. I mean, things have happened in the household.
Crazy shit has happened.
It seems like things are happening outside of it now, too.
KW? How dare you make a scene with a bartender? That I had to put behind a bar. That I had to put him in.
Oh no! A fantasy series has a bartender.
Do you know how hard it is making a bartender? It's hard. How dare you, KW?
Oh, he's just complaining because he has no idea how to mask.
Okay, yeah.
I somewhat figured it out. I mean, it looks maybe it's a bit off, but I'll cover that up with angles if necessary. I'm gonna be honest, and that's what I'll do. I'll have to.
Hey, that's what I've been doing. If I cannot figure out how to make things work, camera angles. Bam.
Yeah, we don't need to see his character on screen for this shot. Yeah.
You could technically use like the narrator feature in Gacha Club and then just have the text be coming from off screen.
Nah, we've been using in-video text or in the video editing software text.
Yeah, I sent him like the hex. Sent him like the hex
we have like hex codes and stuff that we do for it. Which, if you ever want to edit a single scene from Kamai, that could be cool.
I'm already working on yours, which reminds me, I found
not for this episode, but maybe for a future episode, maybe towards the end of the season.
Yeah, I found a thing for the shooting range, incidentally, but I forgot if it was actually that was supposed to take place outdoors or indoors. So I found an indoor one.
I mean, I was thinking indoor because the ones I've experienced were indoor before. So I think indoor.
All right, that's perfect. I've got I've got the one underneath. I'm about to edit out, the people and everything.
Edit out, yeah. No, we just have like realistic looking humans in it with no face or eyes.
Yeah, complete realism, of course, at all times.
But wait, but also the target also has like bullets in it already.
Well, yeah, you said that you wanted me to eventually get to the holes in them, so I'm just gonna do the complete. Well, A, more people use them, so they would have some anyway, and B, I can just fill those in and completely reverse the process.
Yeah, because Adam meant to be missing his shot. He's too scared to shoot his shot.
I can probably dent the walls if that's the case.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you.
Maybe.
But yeah, Adam's just meant to be very bad at it because he never shot a gun before.
Yeah.
Pew-pew devices before.
He has never experienced America before.
Well, I mean, he is Canadian or in Canada, so.
Well, he's experienced Florida at least. like a tiny bit.
Yeah. Yeah,
Is
he
it
just
still-
avoid the gun wielding Floridians.
I mean, we don't know what what Mrs. Dicer has in her house, but yeah, for the most part.
I don't think Mrs. Dicer would own a gun. I think she'd be too scared to own a gun if I'm frank.
Well,
She's
I
a-
mean, she does have a 5-year-old, so most
She's-
likely not. But then again,
She's a lover,
do
not a
remember-
fighter.
yeah, I do remember that there's sometimes as when I would have play dates or would be supposed to have play dates, my mum had to literally ask if the parents like had guns in the house.
Smart, you know.
Yeah, and some of them did say yes, which is again, surprising. Because seeing that again, I moved away from the US when I was 7, so by the time I was doing playdate age, I was 5 or 6 pretty much.
I mean, the guns should be locked away in a safe at least when all times, and they should be left unloaded. If you're following proper gun
That
safety
is,
regulations.
that was the general process, but that wasn't always reassuring to her.
Mm-hmm.
I had no meaning either way because I didn't know that conversation was happening, and she always did that when I was like out of earshot, obviously.
I'm a parent of my friend's child.
Why did your family move to Spain, though?
Because my dad got a transfer at his job.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, like the joke of IBM at the time was, they're it stands for International Business Machine, but they say they call it "I've been moved" because it's very common, to move the workforce around.
Okay, I
supposed to go there
finished.
for
I just finished.
18 months. We decided that was too long away from us.
I finished Baron von Mr. Dipido bartender sir person.
Baron von Bartender person. He's a noble that has fallen on hard times and now finds a second a second lease on life thanks to listening to the woes and struggles of the customers.
Actually, he doesn't really have much character. He's just kind of there. I mean, I like him.
Then that's my headcanon now.
I just have you guys read these Baby Butters things?
But no, it seems like every time I turn away from the chat, something actually happens in it.
What happened?
I just started a script for my TMNT movie. This thing is gonna sit on my PC for fucking decades, waiting for the same time to be pitched.
My state makes it so teachers don't even know who was given training protocol or not for guns, and they will be just fired if kids find out who has the weaponry.
I wasn't referring to schools, by the way, for the record. I was referring to like in people's own houses. That's why I mentioned playdates.
BB's thing is still on the chat. The screen, by the way.
Oh yeah, Ghosty always leaves a last message on the on the screen.
I'm just gonna leave. Yeah, like listen. Normally I wouldn't be, but it's a big message, and also it's mentioning guns. I don't want people randomly joining the screen just seeing that chat all the time.
Yeah, I mean Emily's constant reminder that bad words are allowed here is that was one thing.
That was kind of funny. Bad words are allowed, guys. Guns be scary though. Like guns be scary.
I'm never getting gun safety. And
you gave the scene to me.
I was feeling.
Also, they're loud. They're loud, and I don't like. I've been to a shooting range and I fired a gun or two before, but I just don't like it because they're too loud, especially.
Is that why you gave the scene to me?
No, I just thought you could do more with it. Plus, shipping fuel.
Well, it's going to be shipping fuel no matter what.
Yeah, but you're really good at shipping fuel scenes. That's why I gave you a lot of Delana Helen scenes in season 1.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I just think it's like, hey, shipping fuel, why not?
I do have practice as much as the mutant girl is not a.
God, I was rereading the episode 10 script and I was like, dang, I forgot I wrote all this shipping fuel in here. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I do love it.
Which is why I think is weird. Jacob, You're one of the most oddly romantic people I know. Yet I gave you the asexual character to play in my series.
You know, Jacob can play pretty much everyone. I'm gonna be honest.
Hmm.
He's a one-man army.
Hey, look, I like to prove that I can be versatile.
Oh, you're versatile, alright. That what?
Also, idea Ghosty, what if there was like a vine wrapped around the pillar?
Oh,
Or is it too much? Sorry.
I'm barely done with the pillar itself.
I like
on
ideas.
To you. Hold on to your fucking pants. Hold on to your pants.
Hold on to my pants. Sorry, my pants fell off. Oops doopsies.
No, hold on to your pants is a common expression for hold your horses. Or just be patient.
Yeah, slow your roll, whatever you might say.
I'm not good at being patient. I'm too hyper. That's my problem. Well, actually, I have many problems. What am I saying? That's not just my problem. That's one of my many, many problems. Anyways, BB says, I was forced to learn how to use guns by my biological dad when I was younger, but I prefer fists or my ritual daggers still needing to be built if things got real, says BB.
Yeah, I learned.
Why do you have ritual daggers?
Listen, okay, I'd rather use a dagger than a gun. That'd be my weapon preference.
That's not my question, Aidan.
That was very much not the... Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't know. Maybe BB is like practicing devil worship, okay? You know? We all do it on the weekends.
That 100% fits for BB.
Nope. Daggers.
Just an actual witch, but... That's as far as I know.
I see a little bit of dark green on the top pillar.
What?
There's a little bit of the bottom. Look, like zoom in.
Hold on, give me a minute.
Yeah, it's on.
Not daggers. Dagger, singular.
Dagger, ritualistic dagger.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
And it's in honor of Skabmet, a god of war. If someone comes into my house, then I'll be feeding my death god. Valid. Listen, okay, I'd feed a death god. I'd write a death god. I'll send her a chat.
Yeah, I voiced a death god. I voiced a death god today in Spanish.
Yeah. Anyways, I was just gonna say that,
oh yeah, BB also says a criminal someone, by the way. Not just anyone, obviously. Your mom comes in the house. Die, criminal! Oh, hey mom. Baby, you stabbed me again. It's like, well, you know.
Again? How many times has this happened?
Well, you know, I don't know how often BB stabs her own mom.
Hopefully not very.
Okay. I'm going to just say real quick that I learned got something from my step uncle. It was not fun for me at all. Like I was like, okay, I don't care that I need to learn gun safety. I want you to put your guns away and your bullets away. I don't care. It has a safety on and there's no bullets in the gun. I just don't. Oh. This is the 5th time this week. God damn it.
Yeah, that's stabbing mom bit.
I'll do the mom bit.
The mom stabbing the mom by accident. Oops. Sorry.
Imagine that's the real backstory for Anna Fiona's mom.
Anna and Fiona just stabbed her like 27 times.
Well, I mean, we know that, you know, Anna can produce guns out of the ether itself. So
wait, can she? Was that a thing in season 1?
No, she had it in her pants.
Oh.
No, she's like Lex from Black Friday. She can just reach into the black and white and, you know, pull out weapons. There are monsters and there are men.
Now the question is, how did she get a dagger? I do not know. I never even played that.
You have okay. So So your question whether or not how she'd get a dagger, but not where she'd get a gun from.
It's her father's gun.
Okay.
I don't know why he didn't take it for Elmer, but I remember we wrote a scene in a flashback scene in season 2 at one point where she took her dad's gun. No spoilers, but you know.
She could just grab a knife from a kitchen in that case, if you know.
Yes, it's a
Yeah,
kitchen knife. That makes sense.
We have packed some heat.
Not like one of those small spreading knives. There are some that are actually sharp.
Also,
Your knife's so sharp it could cut the battleship, killing millions.
Oh, is it time for pickup lines? Ah, yes. Okay.
That is
Alright.
a pickup line like, "Dang girl, dang."
Yeah, it's like appears like a class 10 battleship or something between hundreds to drown at sea. You know, because it's so sharp or something.
It's so sharp. It's like that thing.
Mhm.
Dang girl. Yeah. Me when I'm trying not to flirt and accidentally get sexual. It's either weird or sexual or both.
Yeah, like what you did during the beginning of the Legend of Zelda movie.
What? When did I flirt?
What happened in that one? I forgot.
What did I flirt in the Legend of Zelda movie? I don't remember flirting as like Dark Link.
No, you did. When Jacob reacted to it.
What did
Oh,
I say?
okay. I was gonna say.
I shall punish you.
Oh, that.
Wait, that was my line, wasn't it? I remember reading that out.
Yes, but
Aiden.
Aiden didn't like it because it sounds so sexual.
Because it does. Everyone, that is like the concept of punishment has been sexualized to the point where much like when we were reading over Emily's fanfic, you gotta be careful with your words because it could give off the wrong vibe accidentally.
I shall punish you. How is that sexual?
You have not been on the internet
okay,
long enough to realize that.
Yeah, I was gonna say by its nature, like on paper, it isn't. However, the way
It's like
that
the word
punishment
daddy,
is
okay?
yeah, exactly.
Like the word daddy. Daddy is inherently insexual, but like everyone has sexualized it. Therefore, of course, when you hear the word daddy, people most of the time they're going to jump to a more sexual context, unless you're given ample context to be it to not be sexual. But on its own, it could be misconstrued as sexual. You know, or make you immediately jump to that if with zero to little context. Anyways, a knife and a dagger are definitely not the same thing. Daggers are longer and a sharper point usually, says BB.
See.
Why are we learning dagger facts in the chat?
I don't know, it's Baby Butter. What do you expect?
Listen, I like. What am I saying? I don't even like weapons. Like I like weapons. I really don't. I'm gonna be real. I'm not a fan of weapons. Weapons are dangerous.
Neither am I. I just
weapons scare me.
Rudimentary knowledge the one picks up.
Okay, do you like weapons if they're like fictional stuff? Like
I guess fictional weapons, but in a real world context, I'm not a fan of weaponry because like it's just not my fan. Like any kind of weapon, I'm not a fan of.
Okay, so if you
my pacifist heart of trying to resolve conflict.
Okay, so if there's like a really cool like weapon in like in a fictional world, whatever.
I wouldn't want to really use it even if I was in that fictional world, though. If I'm honest.
No, Aidan, what I meant is that if you see, like you're watching a show or reading a book, and he describes this all-so magical weapon, would you like it? Would you be like, oh, that's so cool, it's an awesome weapon?
Actually, no. I have a better question. Aidan, let's say there is a show, right? And it has a weapon called the Mercy Bow. If wielded by the correct person, it can be used to heal and protect people, but if wielded by the wrong person, it can, hurt people instead. Would that weapon be more up your alley?
I feel like you described most weapons in that one sentence.
Weapons aren't great, but they are needed in the real world. They should always have a plan to escape things. I think Baby was gonna hate me. I actually do not necessarily agree. I don't think weapons are necessarily needed. I think they should be used for important stuff like, trying to defend our country or whatever, but have it as a daily basis thing, no, not so much. I think weapons should be for things to protect when we need to protect, and then, but if we don't need to protect or anything like that, then I say get rid of weapons. But sadly, we kind of do right now because the world is upside down and everything like that.
But I mean,
But-
like, I would argue that most people who own weapons don't even truly respect the weapon. Like, everyone's like, "Oh, what do you mean? I have great respect for my gun." No, you don't. You treat it like it's not that big of a deal, or like it's not that dangerous. Like,
How
in
is
which,
that?
or like on the certain level, like when you're holding a gun, you should be treating it like it's life or death. But some people treat it as just a mild threat, like, "Oh, I'll shoot you with this gun," ooh, or "Don't worry, I have my gun."
Oh, that's what you meant. I thought you were talking about like respect the weapon. This sword was passed down for generations.
I mean, like, people don't respect the power behind a weapon. I mean, that's literally why brass knuckles are banned, because people never treated brass knuckles like they were an actual threat or a real deadly weapon that can kill someone.
God, I love that. Don't ban guns, ban brass knuckles instead.
And because people will treat brass knuckles as, oh, it'll just hit you harder. No, it will kill you if you hit someone with brass knuckles.
Yeah.
But I think that logic should sometimes be applied to other weapons, because, or at least like people should have a serious talking to about how dangerous this kind of stuff can truly be, that people don't tend to want to recognize, in my opinion. Like, people tend to think it's like, oh, it's a thing, it's like it's a quirky thing. Me, my gun. It's not quirky. It's dangerous. Be careful with a weapon that can kill someone.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I personally think it should be banned in certain areas. Like, God, at my movie theater, I thought guns were banned, but apparently they're not banned at the movie theater. It's like, why? Why would we allow anyone to bring a gun into a movie theater? For what valid reason would someone allowed to be bringing a gun to a movie theater?
Yeah, in a place with poor lighting, that's just inviting someone to try something with someone and not get caught.
Yeah, but even so, like, I'm pretty sure at one time, like, we weren't, like, us workers weren't allowed to, like, have a pocket knife with us when we're at work, and, like, that's technically against regulation. Yeah, you know what? It's fine if us workers workers are unarmed and don't even have a pocket knife with us. But, you can bring in a gun. It's fine. As long as you have concealed carry, it's A-okay with us. Like, no, it really shouldn't be. It's not okay with me.
We've always need weapons from dawn of time to now. Sticks, pikes, blades, guns. I don't think we need assault guns, though. I think those are a bit overkill, if I should be on. Again, no. I don't think we always needed weapons.
I don't know. I am very optimistic about.
Well, I think what Beebe's referring to here is more so like in the times where like most of the food gathering process was involved hunting.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. I think, like, for hunting or whatever.
Yeah, but most of the time it seems that weapons become necessary to protect yourself against other weapon users, which means that if you think of that, means that
which
in
seems
some
kind
sort
of weird.
in some sort of like idealized utopia of the world, if people were to stop using them, and everyone to stop using them, then they would become unnecessary. But because of the mere fact that they exist, they justify their own existence out of fear and necessity, and that's why there's the disparity right now.
Yeah. I think, like, weapons should be used for, like, hunting or just to protect our country if we're invaded. But other than that, just get rid of them.
Yeah. I mean, no one respects any real weaponry. They all think it's a joke or not that big of a deal. It's like, no, it's a huge deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if you partially acknowledge, hey, this can kill someone, you don't acknowledge it fully. But you still think, well, it's still fine. It's not a big deal. And plus, it can be intimidating just seeing someone walking around with a gun. Because, I mean, I'm sorry, but some people could get angry. And if someone gets angry...
Unrelated, but I love how
Things feel
Justin is
bad.
the only one with a last name in Ghosty's Gacha Club timeline.
Well, his last name's technically a pun, just in case.
I know, and that's probably why. But like, does no one else have a last name that's
No,
justifying the naming
Ulrich has
process?
what's his last name?
Like,
Ulrich.
they have
Well,
canonical
Cardia,
last
yes,
names, but Ulrich's, not Ulrich's last name. Justin's last name was deemed funny enough for my brain to deem it important.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah,
Also,
okay.
wait, what's Sue's last name?
Dugout?
Because, like, I have an interesting name for Sue's last name.
Withersby.
No,
Sue Withersby.
no, Sue Beans.
Um,
Her last name's Beans.
What?
Okay.
Why?
To be fair, how many times do you need to mention someone's last name?
Well, it's fun to mention.
That wasn't the point.
Yeah.
Is the point that it was like one person had the last name marked down and labeled in the Gacha Club, like studio itself, and the others didn't. That's the difference.
That's it. I'm
It's like
thinking-
it's like if we address everyone here, Jacob, Ghosty, KW, Aidan, the best constantly. That's where it, that's why I bring it up.
Yeah, I was like so confused.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what do you mean? Like, how much do you need to know a person's like? I'm like, well, honestly, it just depends. Like,
I mean, I personally just like knowing the last name just to know a last name. I mean, a lot of my characters don't have last names, but most of them are immortal and dead. So, I mean, I guess
here's the thing.
there isn't really a legal name necessary. Although I probably
am-
should have come up with some.
I am going to say this carefully. I made sure my two characters, Amia and Alexander, have last names because one of their last names is actually really important to their story and their background.
Well, they're twins, right? So
Right, but they have two different names because they got separated, remember?
oh, okay.
Because Alexander, he grew up with the rich people while Mia joined the mafia.
It's like blood brothers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's just like
I don't know
since
if
he
that's a
took
popular play in the US or not, but
I don't know. I feel like I heard that name before from somewhere at least. So, but yeah. And so, and I think it's just like also kind of I don't know if it's actually common or not. Where it's like if your siblings got separated and were going like that for a very long time, they would take on different people's last names or whatever if they got adopted to families and such.
Well, yeah. If you're a part of an adopted family anyway, you take on the last name of that family.
Yeah. And so Alexander, he adopted the last name of the family that he's been raised by, and yeah.
Random question, but does Alexander's last name happen to have 4 syllables? No, sorry, not 4 syllables, 3 syllables.
Farron. Alexander Farron.
So no, is the answer
no.
to that question.
No. And then
Dang
Mia's
it. I was gonna make an Alexander Hamilton parody, but I can't do that now.
But Mia's last name was mentioned at least once in the book, which is Willow. Mia Willow. I think Crows has a last name, but I forget. But that's my friend's character, so I have to ask her about that.
I'll be honest, I thought Crow's last name was Crow. Like he was his last name.
Oh, he's an old guy who is a hitman, and yeah.
I mean, yeah. Well, yeah, he might not go by his real name at all. He might have a completely different name because he's, anonymous.
For some reason, my neck hurts, and I don't know why.
Are you leaning back too much or leaning forward too much?
It could be.
Oh, that's what I should have done. I just realized I've done a goof. I've been like trying to decide how many holes to leave on the target, implying that someone else had used it, and then I realized, oh wait, Adam only fires and hits it once, so I can just.
I mean, you could have him miss like two. Actually, maybe have him miss 2 or 3 times. You could just do that because I feel like that would.
Oh well,
work.
it doesn't really. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, I read the stage version that says that in the stage version he fires twice, but yeah, we can obviously change that. But
I mean,
yeah,
it's
just
up to you.
I'm trying to figure out like just a random decision in my head, like arbitrary deciding like, oh, how many holes would there be there from like previous users, for example. And then I thought, I can actually just let's just get rid of one of these and keep all of the others because the other target is not being used. Unless I make an extra for it. Decide that later. Maybe not. Maybe it's more let's say intimate for them if it's just if they have the room to themselves.
Ooh.
Why do you want it to be intimate?
Because it's a shipping scene.
Shipping fuel. But that's part of the point of the scene. Downtime / shipping fuel.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how many chapters are in this book that I have? That's the acknowledgements. Page 600. There's 666 pages.
Okay. Why?
CC8 chapters. Okay, what chapter am I on? 18. So I have 50.
I thought you were talking about Misfits there. I was like, I do not remember there being 68 chapters in this book.
No, I'm talking about the book that I'm reading right now.
Oh, okay.
And I got this like giant ass one. Let's see. How many pages does this one have? Oh god!
What?
The book is heavy.
Have you never picked it up before?
No.
Okay. This is just like, KW, I have a present for you today. Boom! Just on the table, never moved.
Okay, so minus the acknowledgements. It's 980 pages? Seriously?
Mm.
And how many chapters are there?
121. Okay, apparently Brazil is making a restaurant based on SpongeBob called Bob Esponja Burger Restaurante, which, not sure why it just called the Krusty Krab, but fun idea. You would think, wouldn't you?
They should have called it the Krusty Krab. They're so boring.
Or whatever equivalent name there would be in Portuguese, I think, because the Krusty Krab in Spanish is el crustáceo crujiente, so it's not exactly the same. That's another localization thing, by the way, because obviously,
Right. Or what about the chum bucket?
Oh, but yeah, el cubo de cebo. That was just a literal translation. Just means the exact same thing.
No. I just mean like it would have been cool to have like 2 restaurants based on the SpongeBob world, the Krusty Krab and chum bucket. And
the whole point of the chum bucket is that no one visits it, so I don't know if that would necessarily attract clientele.
Well, technically, one guy did like chum. And one
I
No,
do remember that one. Yeah, I
He
remember
was
that. Yeah, and then,
being paid off by Mr. Krabs to eat the chum.
Oh, he what? Oh, I forgot.
Of
I have been reading a book called House of Leaves, and even halfway through it, it made me my favorite book ever. Like every book I read from now on will be second to that.
Well, until you find a new favorite, obviously, that's kind of how favorites work.
It's a fine book, but no House of Leaves.
Well, yeah, until you until you find a new favorite, and they're like, oh, well, House of Leaves is fine, but it's no the play. I don't know.
I mean, think about it. I think a lot of people have said, "Oh, Harry Potter was their favorite books," but then they found other books to love more. I'm not saying like Harry Potter is never gonna be someone's favorite book, but I bet like there's like a lot of people out there who read Harry Potter first, but then like Percy Jackson, and then just other books as well.
Yeah, myself included in that list. Not necessarily for Percy Jackson, but you know, I think there might have been books that I've enjoyed more, but they're not coming to me right now. But they might have been.
KW, I just finished filming half a scene 4 again because there's 2 scene 4s, these mislabeled scenes.
Oh god, okay. Yeah, but like here's like Percy Jackson was my favorite book series. But then I found Maximum Ride. That's my favorite book series. So...
Then you found that one book that I forgot the name of. What's the one you
Inheritance Games.
There we go. That was it.
I actually own it now. I can actually show it.
Well, you did a whole book talk about it. I thought you would have owned it already. What?
No, I get books from the library.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Here it is.
Where's Mr. McDead dragged across the floor?
I was about to drag your face cam at the top of the screen. I remembered I'm not hosting today. I'm so used to that.
It's okay.
Okay. Oops.
Inheritance Games.
Ooh, I like the cover.
Yeah, it says.
Yeah, the cover's alright.
She came from nothing. They have everything. Let the games begin.
I mean, sounds like what? Yeah, sounds the kind of thing I would describe Inheritance Games if I just read the title.
Yeah. Now I have to wait on like, the actual books to come out.
Can I make a terrible joke?
Go for it.
Your stream.
It's just an arm.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Like. Oh wait, no, I forgot. He has a new laugh, doesn't he? He's got the. Yeah, it sounds. Yeah, it sounds like banjo, but you know.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's probably Chuckles. That's apparently Chuckles' new laugh, based on the clip that I sent Ghosty recently.
Justin did on the floor pose.
Also, you may want to put it on the center of the screen now, because now we're just staring at KW's profile.
KW's lovely face.
Oh, they go.
It's not even her face. It's her profile image, which is all right, but dang, it's not even her face.
Well, it's her profile image, not a face of some variety.
I guess.
KW's face is looking sharp. So sharp that it can cut the tension between us.
Oh, God.
Chuckles hits on people. Oh, no.
Yeah, no, wait.
I was gonna say the think the battleship part, but I did that last week.
Yeah, so the next Inheritance Games, but... Well, it's not really...
It wasn't very fun. All of the crew said, "What are you doing?"
God.
Then they drowned.
So, the Inheritance Games is a trilogy, and then there's like this 4th book that's like a standalone book, and then there's this book that's coming out in November where it has like short stories like in between those books, and then what's it called? The Grandest Game? Yeah, the Grandest Game.
Then there's the future one set 25 years later called the Legacy Games.
Yeah, that's coming out in July.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a next set of the trilogy, which is kind of like, I guess you could say, the Heroes of Olympus? Because wasn't that supposed to be like after Percy Jackson? Like that's like the second arc?
It is after Percy Jackson, so yeah.
Yeah, I just can't remember if it's supposed to be like, oh, exactly right after Percy Jackson or something like that.
Oh, well, it's like 6 months later, but, close enough.
Right. I just couldn't remember if there was like any between books or anything like that. I think there's some books that are like in between, but I don't know.
Well,
I can't keep.
I think there was like Percy Jackson's Guide to the Greek Gods or something in between
Okay,
them.
yeah.
Does that really count?
Okay, yeah. Okay, never mind.
Hmm.
But I think there's like wasn't it called like the Chalice Cups or something like that? That just came out.
The Chalice of the Gods. Yeah, I've got that one upstairs. I didn't finish that one only because that's when BB and I started reviewing the other Percy Jackson books, and I decided, okay, I'm going to go back and revisit them. Only for BB to then stop halfway through Battle of Labyrinth, and then I went way too far ahead. So yeah, kind of stuck right now. Also, we talk about labeled files here. This is what I mean. If you drag into the expo and just say "dead" at one point,
Did.
Mhm.
But it's describing his like physical state. He's dead.
What?
Well, he's
Yes,
not-
The heavy is dead.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Yeah.
That's why.
This is. Oh no, go on. Sorry.
So that's why I sent you the Pokemon thing that Aidan sent today, because I knew that, because that felt not like heavy as dead as like a super joke heavy, but it had some of the same energy.
I mean, technically it was meant to be like a Pokemon joke video, but then like they decided like the creator wants to think about making it a series, and I actually really enjoyed that video.
I mean, it's
Because,
labeled
like,
episode 1, so yeah.
Listen, Nimona in that I thought was done really well.
Yeah, the only thing they missed out on was, her just appearing everywhere to be like, battle me now.
Sure, we'll get that in the next few episodes.
Yeah, because we had a whole joke on the Butter Bunch about how much of a stalker she was.
Listen, Nimona is like my favorite rival, but she's so fun. It's like, dang.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I
Chalice.
think her name was a pun as well, but I forgot what the pun was for.
I forget too.
Wait, Chalice of the Gods is a Percy Jackson and Olympian 6 book? Really?
Isn't that what you just? Yeah, that's what you were just asking about. Yeah.
I thought it was like just like an in between book though. Like it's not like actually like book 6. It's just like. I don't
Also,
know.
that animation actually had like a
in
really
between
nice
nothing right
lighting
now, 'cause that's
engine, and
recent.
like the models are really nice in that animation. It's like, dang, impressive.
Are you talking about the Monster Company thing?
No, the Pokemon,
well,
the
technically
Pokemon
speaking,
animation.
there
Oh,
is a
okay, yeah.
college era Percy Jackson, various companions books, and King Chronicles series, all which takes place around the same time. Well, except for the college era, which is after all that. I have read the King Chronicles. That was not bad of a series, but I feel like the King's Chronicles isn't necessarily that's something you have to read after like the other Percy Jackson books, because it does
Yeah, no.
take place in the same world as Percy Jackson, but like
Well, I mean, the different gods are all they're meant to deliberately keep themselves separate from each other. So
yeah, that's why I never necessarily thought of the King Chronicles as the Percy Jackson books. I consider it as its own thing because it has its own gods and stuff like that, because they try to keep the gods separated from that and everything. If that makes sense.
yeah, I mean, if anything, it depends on whether or not we would classify, Heroes of Olympus and Charles of Apollo as Percy Jackson books. They feature Percy Jackson in them some of the time as a main character, but they are branded around like different people. So
Right, and so that's why I haven't read the Trials of Apollo, because I'm like, would I actually really enjoy this because Percy's not in it much? Or, like, it's not the fact that I don't like other characters or other books. It's more fact I think I just really enjoy Percy Jackson as a character more than, like, the other characters as well. Because I was trying to push through so much into Heroes of Olympus just to get to Percy. Is again, like, there's nothing wrong with the characters or anything like that. I just think I just really enjoy his point of views more, because I think he has more of an interesting character development and everything like that, especially with Annabeth and all that. And so I don't think all the characters are necessarily bad. I just have a preference.
yeah. Well, I give the Charles of Apollo a shot anyway, because I've read them, so
Right.
but sort of biased. But yeah, either way, yeah, see what you think. Because I think a lot of what they do there is cameos from other characters. They'll assist a little bit on the quest. They won't become the POV character at any point, but they are mostly there. And
yeah, so hey, on the books or anything. I was just like I'm just a Percy fan.
yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Wait,
Also, I hate to say this, but I think I'm gonna cut us off at the 2-hour mark here.
Okay.
Not to be lame, but I'm feeling really tired.
Me too. I'm actually really
I
tired.
don't know why.
Oh well, I mean, this stuff is tiring. If you're distracted, that happens.
Maybe.
I can understand that. Do you want to watch a Code Lyoko first, or just want to rest? Either way.
Code Lyoko would be nice. Yeah. Let's go do that. I don't know how to end live streams. Thank you. Thank you for watching the MonsterCast. This has been the Crazy Crew, and we're closing out to go do other things.
Bye-bye.
Cook drugs and stuff.
Until next time, farewell.